Summer's last sunset was a stunner over Grand Lake Road. Connie Boland shared this with me, and now I'm sharing it with you. Connie, thank you very much for sharing that via the Sheerr Weather app. This evening's forecast is sponsored by CU Financial Management. Visit cufm.ca today for expert financial advice. Fall will officially arrive, depending on when you're watching this, just before 4 p.m. this afternoon, which is why last night's sunset was the last of summer, and this evening's sunset is going to be the first of fall. Now, why are we welcoming fall today? Well, it's all about the equinox. It's all about that equinox, right? The sun is shining directly on the equator today, meaning most areas will have 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night, although the further away you get from the equator, you won't quite get 12 hours on the nose of either one. The sun is going to sink south, shining mostly on the southern hemisphere over the next couple of months, which is why they go to summer and we in the northern hemisphere go to winter. And that's why our days continue to get shorter. Notice as we go into about a week from now, the sunset going to be at 6:43, sunrise also a little later, and that trend continues. Later sunrises, the earlier sunsets, all the way into the mid part of December or later December when we get to the winter solstice or the shortest day of the year. And between now and then, we lose like 3 minutes of daylight per day, which means on December 22nd, there will roughly be almost 4 hours less daylight than what we see today. Today, not exactly feeling like fall or winter on the island, mid to upper teens as of just before 2:30. This afternoon into Labrador, feeling a little bit like fall, I suppose, in the west, but still temperatures are running for the most part above normal. Seeing a few showers in Lab West now, those will migrate to the east overnight, working towards parts of western Newfoundland, southeastern Labrador, and the Great Northern Peninsula by tomorrow morning. For the day tomorrow, looking at mostly cloudy to cloudy skies across much of the island, although for southern, eastern, central areas, it's going to be mild again. For the Northern Peninsula, we're looking at rain showers, areas of rain, the west coast, a few showers tomorrow, mid to upper teens, and more clouds than almost anything else for Lab West and sunshine as you make your way toward the coast. Now, the reason the weather is going to be kind of quiet over the next few days, even though we are going to see a little bit of rain here and there, is because we're going to get into a ridge of high pressure over much of Atlantic Canada as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, and that will set us up for kind of a quiet-ish weather pattern. Not that there's nothing going on, but nothing major going on through at least the first 3 or 4 days of the work week. Next chance of a significant weather maker looks like it is going to come in on Friday. Temperatures are going to remain near or above normal for most areas, with a few caveats in there. And again, we have shower chances Tuesday and Wednesday, and a better chance of more widespread rain, it looks like now as we go into Friday. So future radar and cloud cover will paint the picture for the next roughly 48 hours for you. There's that rain working through western Labrador overnight, arriving in parts of western Newfoundland and the Northern Peninsula and southern Labrador, and the lower north shore of Quebec come tomorrow morning. That works eastward, and throughout the day tomorrow, we are looking at some light to moderate rainfall on Northern Peninsula. Looks like 5 to 15 millimeters of rain, probably a good bet. Other areas are going to see some scattered showers tomorrow, but they should be very scattered. We are going to see a little bit of rain coming in. It looks like late Tuesday night, or excuse me, I should say late Tuesday evening, Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning as a cold front sneaks through. Behind that, the weather will turn nicer for Wednesday and sunnier, but also going to be on the cooler side of things. And there's your forecast for Wednesday. Notice temperatures on the island back to the lower and mid-teens, especially north, where we're going to see onshore northerly flow. In Labrador, temperatures in the west mid to upper teens come Wednesday. And as we look at the long-ish range forecast, your 7-day forecast, we will see kind of a rebound in temperatures after Wednesday to the upper teens near 20 on Thursday and Friday. St. John's make it its 82nd day of the year with a high of at least 20 degrees, but all areas kind of see that pattern of the warming trend and then cooling back down towards more normal levels as we get into the weekend and next week. For Labrador, same thing. Well above normal Wednesday and Thursday, cooling back down Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but as of now, there's no more flakes in the forecast. At least that's how it looks. Now, as we are kind of looking ahead to next week, a couple things of note. The tropics really are my concern. We have 2 areas of possible development in the next 7 days. One is closer to the Lesser Antilles, which is that island chain you see there closest to that orange X. The other is a little further away. The one further away has a better chance of becoming a tropical cyclone, tropical storm in the next 7 days, 70% chance. And computer model guidance shows, at least right now, that is something worth watching. Remember, anything that forms in this area is something we need to kind of pay attention to. Now, speaking of paying attention, we can pay attention to Hurricane Gabrielle. As of this afternoon, Category 3, very healthy looking hurricane, very well developed eye. The storm is east of Bermuda. Looks like it's a fairly compact system, moving north at 16 kilometers per hour. You might see that movement and think, oh my goodness, we're in for another one, but that is not going to be the case. Luckily, the jet stream is such that Gabrielle is going to get pushed to the east over the next 4 to 5 days, eventually making its way towards the eastern Atlantic, or potentially Europe, looks like by Saturday or Sunday. But this poses no threat to Newfoundland and Labrador, minus larger than normal swells for likely southern and eastern shorelines. So if you're going to go check out the waves, as always, keep your distance, because when the waves are up, the surf can come up quite a bit higher than what it is on average without warning. So something to kind of keep in mind always when going to look at the ocean. Now, to keep up to date on all this stuff and to get my latest notifications and the forecast for your particular area, be sure to get the Sheerr Weather app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. If you can't find it, by searching Sheerr Weather, SHEERR Weather, go to my website, sheerweather.ca, and the direct links are right there for you. Have a very good Monday, and the next update will be tomorrow morning. See you then.